If you've ever caught yourself saying, I can't, I'm too old, I'm too young, or I'll never make it, I'll never be successful, then this episode will shatter those invisible walls you've built around yourself.
Welcome to the Traveling Hypnotist podcast, the ultimate destination to elevate your life through the power of travel, modern hypnosis, neuroscience, and time-tested wellness practices. I'm Nicole Hernandez, the Traveling Hypnotist. And as a board-certified hypnotist, creator of the TTH method, and wellness expert for the Four Seasons Hotel, New York Downtown, I'm here to guide you on a transformative journey. This podcast features travel-inspired hypnosis, real client sessions, belief-shifting travel stories, and interviews with experts who are shaping the world of conscious living. All right. It's time to journey within and go beyond.
Welcome to the Traveling Hypnotist podcast. I'm Nicole, your board-certified hypnotist and coach, and today I want to share something deeply personal with you. Last week, I hit a wall. Overwhelm crashed over me like this wave. And there were these three little dangerous words that slipped out of my mouth. I cannot. And more specifically for me, it was, I cannot handle this. So here's the thing. Whenever I hear the words, I cannot or I can't, it's like a signal. It's like seeing the big Batman signal in the sky where you know that someone in that moment needs help. Now that someone might be you, and last week that someone was me. And so whenever I hear these words in my client's language, I know that I need to dig deeper. And that's what I did for myself. I dug a little deeper here into self-limitation. So I want you to think about a dog chained up in a backyard. And at first, that dog runs full speed towards freedom, towards adventure, towards a tree, towards something in front of him. And all of a sudden, that chain snaps tight. They're unable to move. But here's what happens next. Over time, the dog stops running to the end of its chain. And it creates an invisible boundary in its mind, never testing the limits anymore, never even trying to go further. That chain becomes psychological. And that's exactly what we do to ourselves. We forge our own chains from this mental energy of past disappointments or other people's doubts and maybe our own fears. But here's the difference. Our chains exist only in our minds. And that means we hold both the shackle and, in the other hand, we hold the key. So today's hypnosis session isn't just about recognizing those self-imposed limits, although we will do that. It's also about breaking free from them entirely. And as I mentioned before with other hypnosis audios, it's important for you to not just do this once, not just to say, oh, I listened to it and I still feel that it came back. But we start reconditioning the mind by listening to this over and over, which is why it's so important that you come back to the podcast and listen to it again, or go back to other episodes that resonated with you and listen to them again, especially when you need support. But I have a special gift for you today. So I pulled this specific hypnosis about the magic of Sedona from one of my programs. And so you can download the whole thing completely free. So go ahead and just check the show notes so that you know it's there. You'll see the link, or you can visit thetravelinghypnotist.com right there on my homepage. All right. Are you ready to break those chains? Well, let's begin. In today's hypnotic journey, we're going to be going to Sedona, Arizona. And I don't know if you've been there before, but it's one of my favorite places. And you may be familiar with what's called the vortexes, or for the proper name being vortices. where there's considered to be these energy points within Sedona, this healing energy that radiates from the red rocks there. And this energy has been conducive to recharging and uplifting and to healing. And there's a sense of this swirling energy moving through these various spots. If you ever get a chance to go in person, I would highly encourage you to do so. But today we'll be visiting here. And so you'll have the chance to journey within and go beyond. Now, as you get prepared for this session, I'd like you to find a very safe place in your home or somewhere where you feel comfortable, where it's safe for you to lie down and to close your eyes, or to perhaps prop yourself up in a reclined position. The point is, I definitely don't want you driving as you do this. Okay, so once you're ready, let's get started. So go ahead and start by taking a cleansing breath in. And as you breathe in now, just breathe in a feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, allow yourself to exhale twice as long out. So we're going to go through that breath again. So breathing in that feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, exhale twice as long out. And you can close your eyelids now. And go ahead and take another deep cleansing breath. And this time, as you exhale twice as long out, just release any old tension and allow yourself to journey within the vast world of your mind, guided by the sound of my voice. And as you continue to breathe in and breathe out, imagine breathing in that feeling of relaxation and exhaling tension or stress from your day or your week, just letting it go and allowing yourself to go beyond now. And I want you to use the power of your whole imagination to imagine that you are in Sedona, Arizona. And in front of you are the majestic red rocks. Imagine seeing the brilliantly hued cliffs and spires of sandstone. And there's a sense of knowing that these red rocks have been sculpted by the natural elements through the passage of time. And as you imagine yourself here in Sedona, notice the feeling of the warmth of the sun on your skin. Notice how that makes you feel, perhaps relaxed and yet energized, and ready for an adventure here within your mind, as your whole mind and your whole body work with you now. And as you breathe in, imagine breathing in the healing, natural energy of the red rocks. And as you do, imagine breathing in even more of that resourceful feeling of relaxation. Imagine it as if it was a bright, vibrant, healing color moving in your nose when you inhale. And as you exhale, imagine a darker color leaving your body, representing any stress and any worries. See it leaving your body as you exhale twice as long out. So continue to breathe in that vibrant, healing color moving in through your nose. And exhale that darker color, seeing any old stress or worries leaving your body. And now I want you to imagine that you're at the beginning of the hiking trail at the Red Rock State Park. And behind you is a parking area where you notice a pink-colored Jeep pulling up and parking. And the driver steps out of the pink Jeep and she smiles at you. And as you imagine seeing this woman now, notice how there's something warm and familiar about her. She's here to take you on a private tour, a healing journey to experience a hidden vortex in Sedona. The woman carries a large pink backpack on her back, and she begins leading you along the trail. And as you move and as you step forward, you can notice the little red dust that gathers around your feet as you look down. And ahead you notice the vibrant red rocks. And you notice the small desert plants. And after a while, you arrive in front of a beautiful cave. And outside of the cave, your guide points you to a tree. And you move over to this tree and notice that the tree trunk has actually begun to grow in a spiral formation. And you can see that sense of that swirling of that tree trunk bark. And she tells you, even though you cannot see the energy, energy is everywhere and it is powerful. And she leads you now to the side of a cave in a shady little area where she opens her pink backpack and begins to take out a blanket and 2 flashlights and some water. And she lays the blanket out against the side of the cave so that you can rest while she goes into the cave to check things out before you enter. And as she wanders off inside the cave, you sit down on the blanket and just notice how good it feels to sit here and how good it feels just to lean against this warm red rock. Just noticing how your body begins to feel even more relaxed as you imagine yourself sitting here, leaning against this red rock now. And as you're here, just feeling the warmth of this area and the red rock on your skin and your back, you notice a little butterfly in the distance. Just a tiny little white butterfly. It comes towards you. You can notice how easily it moves, almost as if it's dancing. This little butterfly, so carefree and easy. And as you watch the butterfly, you start to feel completely relaxed and peaceful. So relaxed, in fact, that you can feel yourself gently closing your eyes and falling asleep and feeling safe and easy. And as you imagine yourself here among the red rocks, falling asleep for just a moment, feeling safe and peaceful inside, I will count down from 5 to 1, and you will imagine what it will be like for you to fall asleep here among the red rocks for just a moment. Continuing to breathe in that vibrant color of relaxation. And exhaling any darker color that represents what no longer serves you. Anger, stress, worry. Seeing it, imagining it, leaving your body now. Exhaling twice as long as it leaves your body now. And that's it, 5. Just feeling deeper and deeper relaxed, peaceful inside. 4, the muscles around your eyes and jaw begin to relax even more now. And you just release that tension now and let it go. And 3, feel that relaxation going all the way down your shoulders, your neck, your arms, and your legs. As you breathe in that feeling of relaxation and peacefulness into your lungs, and breathe in that feeling of relaxation and peacefulness into your heart, just allowing any remaining stress or tension to be released now. Letting it leave your body as you exhale twice as long out. And that's 2. And 1. Imagine what it would be like to fall asleep there on that blanket near this cave in the red rocks of Sedona. And then I want you to use the power of your imagination now while you're asleep. And I want you to dream. I want you to dream that your higher awareness floats out of your body as if it was just waking up and floating out of your body. Your higher awareness now taking physical form as you, the most adventurous and courageous version of you. And as your higher awareness now is there, it can look at your body, your little physical body, resting there on the blanket, fast asleep, where your physical body can re-energize and restore. And your higher awareness begins to walk now towards the cave, just as your guide appears. And she nods, excited for you to join her. And she leads you into the cave. And as you move into the cave even further now, it's as if you can see in the dark, even without a flashlight. Your higher self has a heightened sense of vision. And as you notice your guide ahead of you, you also notice a beautiful white light emanating from her being. It's as if you're now able to perceive energy. And your guide instructs you to follow her through this small entrance. And as you feel courageous and notice that boldness in your body, you can easily move through this entrance, and the cave opens up into something amazing. Inside of this cave is this grand room, and the walls are lined with amethyst crystals. It's the most stunning space you've ever seen before. And your guide tells you to go ahead and stand in the center of this space so that you can perceive the truth, so that you can finally release the invisible chains of self-limitation. And as you walk towards the middle of the space, and as you look down now, you notice now that in fact, there is a chain you've been carrying around with you. But it's not made of metal. It's made of energy. And it all makes sense now. This energetic chain is what felt so heavy in the past. This energetic chain is what kept you limited from your true potential and your purpose. And as you look down at the chain now, you can see that each link of this chain actually represents a small, painful memory from the past. So just take a moment to feel the weight of all these painful moments here and get a sense of how long, just how long you have been carrying this chain of self-limitation around. Getting a sense of how many times you've held yourself back in the past out of fear, out of shame, out of guilt. And the guide says to you from afar to unleash yourself from this chain of self-limitation. You must select one of the chain links. You must remember that memory. Tune into your heart and give yourself the energy of what you needed at that time. Perhaps that was love or compassion or support, resilience, or just the knowing that you would move on. But she says, the choice is yours. You can continue to carry around this old energetic chain of limitation, or you can decide to break the link and release it. Go ahead and just nod your head now if you're ready to release this chain. And imagine looking at this chain of self-limitation, and with all the intuitive guidance here of your higher self, you can look at those chains and each link, and you can choose which one of those links must be broken today. Feeling and sensing what energy you need to send that old memory, that old experience in the past that's held you back until now. And that might be compassion, or love, or support, or resilience. It could be a sense of humor. Just decide, using your whole mind and your whole body as they work with you now. And as you choose to send that specific energy now, from your heart to that link in this chain, see it as if you're sending a beautiful light or color from your heart to that link that holds that old memory. And send it now. And just imagine that link breaking, shattering, releasing. And as it does, all the other links in the chain can disappear. Just like when you knock down one domino in a chain of dominoes and they all fall down. And you can just notice now with all of those chains that have disappeared and all of those links that are gone, you can notice a sense of easiness. You can notice a lightness. It's as if you can stand taller now. You are unburdened now. And just getting a sense of that as your mind and your body work with you now. And with that old chain gone, it gives you the opportunity to move forward in a positive way, in the direction that you want to move. And this new freedom gives you the ability to live your life, to grow, to evolve, to move towards your future. And your future is so bright and compelling and exciting, and you can sense that now. You can sense how exciting your future really is and get a sense of that now and in your entire body. And bring a picture to mind now of what your future looks like. Good. And you can sense now that things are just easier for you. You can move towards the desires of your heart easier. That's right. Just sensing and knowing things are just easier for you now. And your guide smiles at you, proud that you have completed your healing journey today. And she leads you back out of the cave. And you can sense how much easier it is for you to move. With that old energy having been released from you, you just get a sense of lightness in your body, a sense of mobility that you didn't have before. It just feels all so easy now. And your guide pauses at the entrance to gather a few things. And now you, as your higher self, go back around that corner to see your body, your physical body, just resting there. And you know it's time to reintegrate with your real body now. And as you feel your higher self now integrating back into your body, notice the lightness you feel, freer, calmer, and more courageous than ever before. Just get a sense of where you feel that in your body. Then you find yourself waking up here in the red rocks on the blanket. And although everything you saw felt like a dream, you definitely feel this sense of freedom vibrating in every cell of your body, knowing that now you'll be moving forward and it will be easy for you. And should you ever encounter doubt, you can easily release that energy of fear and limitation by giving yourself a more resourceful energy, knowing that you are always growing and evolving and moving towards your future with a greater sense of clarity and ease. And if you accept these suggestions to be true, just nod your head. And then you realize that this is a journey within the vastness of your mind, where thoughts become adventures. And actually, you're really listening to my voice. And you're not on a blanket within the red rocks of Sedona, but in your own space. So take a cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And just beginning to gently move those fingers and toes, getting a sense that you are in your own physical body right now, because in a moment I will count you from 1 to 10 to awaken you and return you to the present moment. You will awaken feeling freer and lighter and clearer, and you can choose to release the past and move forward with wisdom, finding things just become easier for you as you take small actions and move towards the desires of your heart. Starting to awaken now. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, coming back. 7, 8, feeling more present and in your body. Open your eyes. 9, 10, opening your eyes wide awake and feeling better than before. So thank you for joining me today for this hypnotic journey. Again, this is Nicole Hernandez, the Traveling Hypnotist, reminding you that when you journey within, you can allow yourself to go beyond.